And now we're going to turn it over to Catalina Hayata. Catalina is a managing director at Bank of America Merrill Lynch and a WBC board member. Catalina will be introducing our host and keynote speaker for this evening, Brian Moynihan. Thank you all and enjoy your dinner.
Good evening. My name is Catalina Hayata. I'm a managing director in emerging markets trading at Bank of America and lead the Latin America structured trading area. Tonight, I'm pleased to introduce our keynote speaker, Brian Moynihan, CEO of Bank of America. I'm thrilled to be here tonight with my colleagues from Bank of America, with our fellow competitors, our clients, and invaluable service providers to celebrate a group of remarkable women in our shared mission of advancing women's leadership in financial services. I am particularly proud to introduce Brian tonight because of his personal commitment to that mission and to creating a diverse and inclusive work environment. Brian chairs our Global Diversity and Inclusion Council, and 40% of his direct reports are women. As you know, that is a remarkable figure for our industry. Brian, So Brian doesn't just speak diversity, he means it, and he is leading by example. His leadership has made Bank of America Merrill Lynch a place where different perspectives are valued and teams connect across geographies to best serve our clients. It's an environment where people of different backgrounds can thrive in and where I know that our rising stars have a bright future. Brian became CEO in 2010. He is a trustee of Brown University and serves on the board of the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Please join me in welcoming Brian Moynihan.
Good evening. Thank you, Catalina, for that wonderful introduction. I also want to thank the Women's Bond Club for inviting me to come here, but more importantly, I want to thank you for all the hard work you do and the team that made this evening possible. You know, I travel around the world and sometimes I wake up and I'm not sure who I am, or I go in a building, I'm not sure who I am, and this is a very distinctive place that you don't forget, and I've been here many times, but when I looked up and saw it was above us, I said, geez, am I in London? My apologies to our JP Morgan friends tonight. But I am glad to be here tonight, and on behalf of all my teammates at Bank of America and Bank of America Merrill Lynch, we're very proud to sponsor tonight's celebration. So what are we here celebrating? We're celebrating a Women's Bond Club that has worked for more than 90 years to advance and develop women leaders in the financial services business. We're here to celebrate our rising stars and our award winners this evening, which will be recognized later. We're here, importantly, celebrating the work that every one of you in this room does to foster diverse and inclusive culture where everyone at your firms can thrive. And I'm proud to be here in front of you, representing all of you and the work you all do. Now, this is a great celebration. This weekend, I was at a different celebration. I got to witness my oldest child's graduation from college. He went to Brown University, and that's where I went, my wife went, and a couple of my brothers went. And you have tremendous pride in your kids' accomplishments as you grow older. It's one of the things that you know you won't get to repeat. But it was also special to see him graduate in the same place that I did a few years ago, let's just say that. But one of the things that I valued about Brown and my brothers and their spouses and my wife was one of the things the school prides itself on, and that's letting people just be themselves when they come to the school. And it was interesting because this thought was captured perfectly by one of the two commencement speakers I have, which are both students. They don't have outsiders. A young woman named Caroline Bologna, who I've gotten to know through one of my son's friends. Caroline gave an address about labels, and her point was basically that even when you come to a place like Brown that values individuality and be who you are, she told a story when she came to the first day in a freshman activities thing. There were labels for everybody. And she said it surprised her. And so what she challenged her fellow colleagues was to leave Brown knowing that those labels shouldn't define who people are, and to make sure they carried that forward, which I thought was a great message. As I came here and was thinking about what to say tonight, I thought about that. And one of the things importantly about diversity and inclusion is that it challenges labels. And we're proud of what we've done at Bank of America. The role of diversity and inclusion at Bank of America is something that I believe in, my senior management team believes in, and all 235,000 teammates believe in. Our role in that is to move beyond a label of a race or identity defined by society to who people really are, to who they are, not what society may label them. The goal is to create a workplace where every single person in our company can be successful beyond their best dreams, their wildest dreams, and achieve more at our firm than they can anybody else. And that's irrespective of what label may be put on them as they come to our company, just like a student entering Brown. Now, we have a rich heritage in our industry and our company of being a place where women can be successful and thrive. Examples that we're going to see tonight are two honorees, Erin Ganju, our two award winners, Erin Ganju and Beth Mooney. Beth I've gotten to know through our work together on various trade groups as she's the CEO of Keynote. At Bank of America, we also have many great leaders. Yes, they are women, but they're people, and they're great leaders. Leaders like Lisa Carnoy, who received the award last year, who I've always referred to, and maybe I should not do it because I'm labeling her, is the most powerful woman on Wall Street, the most capable woman. And I've gone on lots of pitches with Lisa and told people that. She won the Merit Award last year. Leaders like many of the other women have been recognized here tonight in the Rising Star program, and we have three here tonight. Kavita Perswani, who is right over here, Kavita. Julianne Burkhart, who is sitting by me, Julianne. And Lindsay Greenberg, and she's here. Let's give them a round of applause. We have a rich heritage in our company that goes back 230 years this year. In our heritage, we have examples of trailblazers like Annie Grimes. So Annie came to Merrill Lynch and was a bond trader. The year was 1919, and that's a trailblazer. We have another story, which is a little different. An employee I recognized a few months ago for being the longest tenured employee at Bank of America, 70 years. So we brought her to Charlotte and put her in front of 235,000 people in a live broadcast. And I was talking to her about what it was like to work in the same place for 70 years. She started in 1944 during World War II. And she's quite a character. I asked her, I said, so what was banking like in 1944 and how different was it? She said, well, it was just very different because I was young then. So I thought that summed it up pretty well. But the interesting part of the story is this. She has worked across 70 years for our company, but her length of service, as we call it, is 67 years. So how do you have that difference? Well, in 1946, she got married. And because she got married, she had to leave the employee of the predecessor bank at that time. Now think about that. It wasn't because she married somebody else that was working side by side with her in a branch or whatever. She just got married. And the rules changed and she came back a couple years later and worked for us continuously ever since. But think about that in the context where the world is today. We have come a long way in terms of diversity and inclusion in our company in 70 years. We've come a long way from a world where the simple label of being married prohibited a woman from working in the same company, our company. We've come a long way since 1919 when our Merrill Lynch teammate joined our firm and became the first bond saleswoman in Wall Street. We've come a long way because women like Mary and Annie and Lisa and Beth and Erin and every one of you have challenged the constraints of labels and fought to be defined by who you are, a talented, capable professional, not what you are. So our goal at Bank of America, and in fact our goal in our industry when I work with my other senior colleagues, is to drive continuously to a world where we no longer talk about the most powerful woman on Wall Street, but to a world where we refer to Beth or Erin or Lisa as the most powerful people on Wall Street. So that's what we try to do at Bank of America. And that is why I know so many of you do at your firms also, and I thank you for that on behalf of our industry. We work hard to create a place where people can be who they are and rise to what they want to be. We've made great strides, but there's still a lot of work to do, and I know that, and you know that, and that's why we're all here. But every single one of you has a dual role. On the one hand, you're part of that great legacy, you're part of that success. But on the other hand, you owe a duty to drive that success forward. Everybody has that dual role. Every single one of you has to look forward to a future where for all of you, for your daughters, and in fact for my daughters, anything will be possible for them. And that is something to celebrate. And that is something to celebrate tonight, and tonight is a celebration. So first, I want to thank you for your leadership. Second, I want to thank you to the Women's Bond Club for all you do to support, and all of you do to promote women leaders on Wall Street. I want to congratulate the winners, and I want to tell you to enjoy your dinner. Thank you.